Hello everybody. What's cracking? I forget my notes. Sorry. I go come class. Yeah. Basically, oh my God. She Anikulapo-Kuti. Hey, what you bearing? Yeah. Nah, no, I no right for that page. But I need to, my brain, I get OCD. I don't feel leave gap like this for book, you know. They skip something there. Thank you, Shani. Nah, I don't put my DND. Thank you, Jare Shani. Yeah. Wetin government they do, say, wetin be their job. The job of our government is to falsify consciousness. The underlying job of all African regimes is to falsify your consciousness. You understand? To move you away from your reality into the reality of your oppressor. So once your consciousness has been falsified, once you think, because that is it, everybody, you all think you are what you are not. Because they don't make them in such a way to say if you actually see yourself, you have to do something about yourself. And many of us don't want to do anything about ourselves, you know. So I will break them down today in so many ways, you know, like that's why we think it is okay as Nigerians. They suffer. We like the same things our oppressors like. We like the same, we go to the same places our oppressors, like the place where they go. Now we say one, 19s where they lie. Now we say lie. The way we then dance. Now we say they dance. Then I'll give you an example. As long as all Nigerian people believe, say, private school is better than public school, then the government can ignore public school. The only reason Nigerian government can comfortably ignore our public school is that they have convinced everybody that private school is better than public school. So in your brain, you don't even think that public school, it can be better than private school or anything public. Your own is that, let me just work hard to put my child in private school. Let me put my child in private school. So far I can put my child in private school. You understand? So once you believe that private school is better than public school, then the government can comfortably ignore public school while private school is their business. So me I break them down for now in general, wetin our government job be for Nigeria, and why many of now don't know wetin to do, because they don't put now in the position of supporting them without knowing you're already supporting them. That's why we all fight for the wrong things. We're all against the wrong people, standing in the wrong side, supporting the wrong people, dividing ourselves among our enemies. You know, somebody say, where school my child go? My child is going to probably the most expensive school in Nigeria, in Ikeja. It doesn't even, the school is so expensive. My God. my child is going to a very expensive school. What do you want me to do? But I still know that public school is better than private school. You understand me? It doesn't mean that I believe that we should abandon our public education. And I'll tell you why where my child is going to school should not concern you. You know why? Because I am successful. I am very successful. Probably, even though public school will work in Nigeria, my child might probably not still go to a public school. This is what I try to tell you. I am a successful person in my endeavors. See, this is what I'm telling you, that your consciousness has been falsified. I did explain something to you, automatically you are putting yourself in my place. You are comparing yourself to me immediately. Me that I'm a successful man. The only difference between me and your other successful men is that I'm not using my success to betray you. I'm not trying to betray you, deceive you, con you, be in your pocket without you knowing. You understand? It doesn't mean that we have to do the same thing. It no means we go do the same thing in this life, at least for this level where me I did. My child cannot be in public school, because even if the public school was working perfectly, my child might probably still not go to a public school for many reasons. You understand what I'm saying to you? Now you, we don't they locked in the system of public, now they advise. Now they try to fight for, so that your own child education, even though my child is going to a private school for whatever reason, it will not be an advantage. That private school don't will give my child any advantage over your own child we will do for public school. In Europe and America, as much as their public school is working, many of their successful people take their children to private school for a different reason. And that reason is privacy. Because, you know, you are famous, your children are targets in society, picture taking, kidnapping. You Your children might not be safe in a public school setting where anybody can just go. People take their children to private schools for very many different reasons in this world. It is not necessarily the educational standard that makes them take their children to those places. In a country like Finland, for example, there's no private school that is better than the public school system there, even though they are private schools. But anyway, that's just a lesson for you. This system that we operate in, the neglect of the public system in our country, is now be the job of our government. Gone. The question that should be asked is not of those private individuals who have made successes of themselves and what they want to do with where they send their children. This question must be posed, is a legitimate question posed wrongly. The question of where your child they go school, they tell me about public, private, is a question that must be posed to those in charge of the public service system. Those in charge of public service system, those that will provide, that are in charge of the public service system, must be the ones to engage that service system in a way to show us that it is working. To show us their own working, they must be the ones using it the most. So, Wetin our government they do. I will talk briefly on just little things we as people know say every society need. Housing. Let's speak about the first thing any adult need. The most important thing for any adult in this world is a shelter where you lay your head, where will protect you from the elements. The first thing is shelter. The Nigerian government has abandoned our shelter completely to the private sector. They don't give themselves land up and down the place to build different estates that people cannot afford. Homelessness has spread all over the land. Homelessness up and down the place. Nobody with anywhere that the government can allocate to us as citizens. And for our presence, our government, they tell us they don't fit build public housing. There's no money in our country. The government, they make us understand that there's no money in our country. So what's in the government work for Nigeria? I won't show na their work, because people feel say government no get work. Me, I know their work, And the first one is to confuse you. Like many people, I don't show that. As soon as I say, they say, wait, your pikin, they go school. Like that is the wildest question. Am I a politician? Have I ever been in charge of Nigerian educational system? I don't know. But the government has abandoned the entirety of our shelter to private individuals. Many of these our politicians are also this same person. If the person if government and real estate was one person, the person in government, he might be the real estate agent. The person in government is also the real estate agent. The amount of real estate our politicians control in Nigeria. Now see how many houses they seize for only Emefiele, one estate, only Emefiele, only him alone. And that the one way they just announce. I guarantee you, that the one they just announce. Now the one they just announce. Real estate all over the world. I don't want to mention them, I still see one of our politicians picking. Now the same apartment that they stay with my wife and daughter for London when I go see them. The place where we rent house for summer. Now the same place he said they stay. Now our eye jam, the way I give them me mugging. To see now when I still be bad boys for London. Whoa, just be say, make I don't even talk. I don't even talk too much. Anyway, they have houses. If they say government na person, one person is government, and real estate agents self na one person, is the same person. The amount of real estate they control, the amount of real estate this control. We for fight. See, just say, say London now, everywhere camera. And if I do any now, those ones don't go hear my explanations. But no. I'm fighting him because of what they are doing in our country. They will give me, no, sir, you're under arrest for assault, grievous bodily harm. They will code their own law for me, then they will arrest me. They don't go here say, no, I'm revenging for Nigerians. They don't go, what, yeah. They don't go, yeah. Camera everywhere, so don't worry. I just maintain my champion. Everywhere. So therefore, the job of government has become to make sure that government doesn't build house for the people. You understand the game now? These government officials, these politicians control everything in real estate to the extent that it is now their job in government to make sure that government does not government. You understand? The job of our government is to make sure that government does not government. Not that government must not govern. No, they govern. Don't mistake govern. They govern. They have police ready to beat you, arrest you, lock you up. All those governing side. But government, they make sure the government doesn't government. The job of our government of our government is to make sure that government doesn't government. You know, if you talk for English, make it sound great. You see, the job of this government is to make sure government no government. The job of this government is to make sure say government no government. So because of their interest, their personal individual interest in the housing sector, it has become life and death job for them to make sure that the Ministry of Housing, the Ministry of Works, Housing, before they get the Ministry of Housing don't collapse into, before they get their own ministry. I don't think it exists anymore. It don't collapse into works. You know, they don't care about it. It's a zero care. Nobody gives a fuck. You know, so they go into that position to deprive us of public housing. Place allocations. One of the good example. What is that place for Lagos? If you just the corner from bridge, they don't turn out to private now. Before, when they claim the land, supposed to be public housing, you don't want to private business. Yes, nobody gives a damn about providing what the constitution. I say in our constitution is in the constitution. That's why they tell people say anybody saying they go do constitutional reform, they want all this thing is nonsense. Anything we want to do, no constitution in this world is perfect. No constitution. That's why American Constitution get how many amendments? Amendment left, right, and center. You do it as you go. But in terms of us developing as a nation, this our constitution is ready to develop Nigeria. Nobody cares about that part. In fact, our government, as they say they make mistake. Nigerian government say they make mistake. All these politicians, they say they make mistake for constitution. They wrong. Go create new amendments inside. Say, we cannot, all the things with that chapter 2 of the constitution say they're supposed to do. Nobody has the right to sue the government for not doing it. I swear. In the chapter 6. Yes, I'm sure that chapter 6, if I remember correct. In the chapter 6, they go chapter 6, they create their own chapter, say you cannot fight for chapter 2. You cannot sue any government for not doing their job because the constitution say make they do the job. So they wrong, go do another amendment, say nobody can sue them for not doing the job. So what kind of government goes to put that kind of thing that nobody should sue me for not doing my job? What kind of mind? Quickly, you are in the country that needs you to do that job, but you quickly go say make nobody ask you to do the job. That mindset, you understand now, explains so many things. Explain why somebody go there for Nigeria, they tell you say he's the richest African, richest black man in the world. What kind of person is striving to have more money than all the black people in the world, but is not striving to develop his country? He's not striving to make his country the best black country in the world in his lifetime. This same man, he don't join people after this in latest atrocities. Now we all of them don't call Noam as atrocity. I'll stop mentioning his name. Because there's no need to mention his name again. I don't shout, and no one hear me. Ancestors don't shout, enter on our ear. Say, our richest African man is, his name is Atrocity. Atrocity. That's his name. Atrocity. Upon atrocity. Upon atrocity. What kind of human being is fighting and doing his life, rushing? All your celebrities, what kind of people are they that they are interested more going to buy everything in the world than what is going on in our, making us, some of them will even talk, say, to fight for Nigerian people, to build our country, to fight for Nigeria is stupid. What kind of people are those people? And that is the kind of people all of you want to. That be the problem we will get for our country. That they've convinced you, they falsified your consciousness to want to be like them. So that's why you cannot really defeat them. I don't do one live. Before, when I say they call this thing home session, I tell them, I say, you cannot defeat your God. You cannot defeat your God. Is impossible. That's why it's your God. Whatever you desire, you cannot defeat it. Once you have put it there, it becomes insurmountable for you. You can't defeat your God. You made these people God because you have made them your dream, your ambition, your prayer is to be them. They have become your. So how can you defeat your own dream? How can you defeat your own dream? How can you defeat your own dream? You cannot. You can only be frustrated by your dream. And then they show frustration. You are showing frustration. You people act frustrated. You do the right things wrong. and you do the wrong things right. I don't tell you that one for stand well. Doing right, so wrong, and doing wrong, so right. Say them dying, say not living, leave medicine, take poison, doing right, so wrong, and doing wrong, so right. Say them dying, say not living, leave medicine, take poison. So that is it. We people when they behave like mad people, we were supposed to look as mad people. We talk say we one day you look your country finish. You are in that kind of position in your country. You are in charge of major industries in your country. You look your country, say, what do I need to do? I need to become the richest man. Is that no? You did that kind of position. You look same thing as politicians. Same as all these people, they in the position, they look at the country, say, what does this country need now? Is for me to become the richest. So that becomes the issue. So the government job is to keep your mind like that. As long as they can have all of you in that space, their job is done. Nigerian government has no other job. That's why they have time to go and be arresting Sowore 500 million times. Any little thing Sowore do, any little thing, one small boy talk for phone, one thing for phone, they don't go for a house, go carry him. One person talk one thing for here, they don't go carry him. One person, they have time for everything except national development. They have time for everything except national development. There's no trip they are not ready to take to anywhere for any business. The president can go to Japan. He's in Japan right now. From Japan, he's going to Brazil. In a year, every president, Buhari, London, Jonathan, everybody up and down the place. How many of them are traveling in Nigeria like that? Except they won't go open one dead road. They will build the whole road. They will say they won't open because of roads. They will build airports. They will go there, go surround themselves. They smile. But how many of them go around the country to meet the people after you don't vote them for office, to look their country for eyes, see what they need to do for communities? Traveling around the country is the only way any president in Nigeria can fix Nigeria. No president can sit there in Abuja and going on international trips just saying they repair Nigeria. That's a lie. So yeah, the job of the government is to distract all of us from national development. The government itself must distract you. Let's move to something else. That education, what we talk about, private education and public the job of the government is to educate the people, to give people an education that allows us to compete in this world, to fulfill our potential. Now them themselves to get all the old best schools. When Yaya Bello they leave government, Wetin be one of the evidence where EFCC release for us? We say he pay all in children's school fees for private school. He quick go pay with public money. The money where they pay those schools, he can build some primary school in his state. If you give that money to one primary school in that state, that primary school will start to teach the quick pay London school, pay everything. People in charge of public, we suppose they in charge of public education. Some states, money for furniture nearly pass money for education, for government house furniture. So if you want to judge anybody in Nigeria politics, the first thing you must look at, how did it bring the government to you? Because as we they exist as Nigerians, how do we touch our country? Which the country, that's why nobody sent. That's why, because the country is just like something they tell you where they make you vex for your mind. How do you touch it? Where is the realness? There must be a realness to a country. You must feel the realness. You understand? That's how you know you're in a country. When you go and pay your local government this thing for your child's public school, you drop your child for public school, you go to the town hall meeting to look at the curriculum of you are touching your government. Your government is touching you. You go to the public hospital when you are sick, you get issue, you call police. They come your house, they come look the thing will happen, or that's how you know you're in a country. You enter your public transport, your train system, everything is working. Your country is helping you live your life. And in return, you give your country a little tax, you sing national anthem, you say the pledge. This is how you know you're in a country. That's the relationship. You have your house from your government, you are paying your mortgage to the government to own the place you are staying. You can move to a bigger one. If you marry, you can become family, The people, they do private business inside the country where they employ you. Your government, they negotiate high salary for you. If they make sure if you live your life well. Nigerians know they feel any of these things from government. Nothing like this, they exist. We have no contact with the government. No contact with the country. Nothing. Just oppression. So the government just dey there to make sure say people are in your pocket asking you to pay. Make we no get money, make sure that we go pay for Nigeria. They pay them to survive. They pay Nigeria. There's problem in fuel subsidy. Who is going to pay? Nigerian people must pay. We the poor, yeah, go and start paying. But when they retrieve the money, they share and give everybody. When they do all this fuel subsidy scam, did we take inside? Did they build houses for us with it? Is there low cost? Did they employ us? Did they give us jobs? Nothing. We don't gain anything. Only them do it. But time to pay for it now. Now everybody go pay. It is the job of the government to make sure that say now we go pay. Go back to 2008, 2009, 10, 11. Financial crisis, billions. All these rich men, including the one where just write book. Oh my God. First of all, they say that he say he goes school. Or tell a lot on top for a book, say he no go school. He said that he they fascinated with printer. We can do it. Let me not. Please, skip. He said the way the printer they attract, they touch paper. Make I know say he no need school. He just need to no question that printer they print outside. Or will not be lie. Even if they see paper, they print out billions from our power office. It don't go better for school. Billion real the paper yala. Talo fellow school ke. School ke. These people preside over the destruction of our environment. Let's not forget that one. When they grow for Lagos, one of the fun thing about growing up in the rainy season were the fireflies. Fireflies will come out for the whole Lagos, everywhere. We'll catch them we'll catch firefly full inside bottle. For night they run. They go light up the whole bottle. But they run with your fireflies they play with. I never see firefly for Nigeria in maybe 20 years. In Lagos, look at our beaches, our shorelines. Look at our rivers everywhere. They don't pollute them. These people sit down there. They don't think, how do I fix my country? How do I make my country good? This is the question that may I even pose. What kind of people say want to be the richest? You don't date the position. You look your country finish. The thing will come your mind is that I must be the richest. Go look up for Lagos for night. You cannot see the stars. Everywhere full of pollution. Butterfly, where you want to see butterfly? Where you want to see butterfly? They don't destroy everything. Gracious Matchmaking Foundation, make I comot you from my life. Anybody else need me to protest so I can remove you from my life and show my protest and protest? Let me protest your being in my life by removing you outside. Please let me know. Anyone, just let me know. So they are removing us, separating us from our consciousness, detaching us from our reality. That's their job. One of my friends today asked one question. Say, how can, for my page, he say, how can I be dancing? How can I like the same music that my oppressor likes? That thing, it make me feel like, say, I'm not wasting my time with all of it. How can you like the same music your oppressor likes? If the music where you hear, no, they offend your oppressor's soul, then you, man, you are listening to the wrong music. You, man, you guys, you just say you be oppressor. You are an oppressor. In fact, you are an oppressor. You just never get chance. Because why are you vibing with an oppressor? Which they vibe now? How can you and your oppressor have the same vibe? So that's why you need to first of all check yourself on that level. How much have they detached us from our reality? Diallo said something to me yesterday while at the meeting. He said we are so removed from our reality. He said we are so removed that we think being changed is progress, that they have changed us. They've changed what we are supposed to. They've changed us so much that they can put us in charge and go out. Nothing will change. That people, when they make us, all these Nigerian politicians now, as they make us suffer, make I know, because I don't want to talk with you, they discuss, because now part of our show, we won't release, so make I not go into, but let me say, all Nigerian politicians, the way we be for this Nigeria, if all Nigerian politicians come off for Niger, say that all of us won't go retreat for 1 month, they go put us Niger people in charge. Nothing will change. We go hold them down for them till they come back. If all of them, say they even by themselves now, say all these people they complain about, if they by themselves come out for Nigeria by themselves, just say we are going for 1 month retreat, they will pick out of us and put in charge. We will happily run it for them. We will run it for them till they come back. We will run it. We will say, Oshe, no problem, sir. That's how much they have changed us. They don't change us. That's how far we have changed. That's how far we have changed. We think, say, these people behavior is some kind of salvation for us. We have been defeated to the extent that we think all we have to do is just continue to try to be like them, not to change these evil things that they are doing. Their solution is your solution. just have money. No matter how much you can see with your two naked eyes that this money is not solving any problem even in their own life. The only problem the money is solving is the problem that they create in our life. Now, the only thing with the problem their money they solve, now the problem what they create for us, the problem in their lives, no they change, no they stop, it no they end. Now the richest man in the world, richest black man in the world, so cannot train driver of train. Is that not a shame? I sit down as the richest man in Africa, yet I don't have good, I don't know how to move truck. My truck they keep people. I cannot have a functioning truck. I don't know how. It means you don't know how. You don't have it in you to imagine a trucking system that works. You can imagine how to gather all the money to be richest man, but you cannot imagine the simplest thing like moving your goods. You cannot sit down and get the best minds and brainstorm and think of innovation, and you cannot do it. So how has the money helped you? How has the money helped? What has the money done? Apart from to bring girl, we open your nyash for internet. Say na that one. Say that's they catch young girls when they open na nyash for on top of sofa. If the whole world forget, I can never forget. Could just can't kill me. If not, I can never forget. So one shitty, the sofa. Richest nyash was exposed. Richest man nyash. Say now waiting the money day for be that. Even na girlfriends can't respect. Small girls. They take na big teeth for internet. Small girls. If na me that kind of thing they happen tonight, wetin I get? What you shidi mile? Even that what you shidi mile on internet. Small girls. Is that what the richest man? Is that what this money is for? You cannot imagine. Say okay, my trucks. Them have some driver was there. Pick 100 young Nigerian men. Pick 200, even 500. Do you know what billion is? You can be paying 500 young men $100,000 a year to be driving your trucks. Wetin dey there? To live good life. Give them good truck. Open trucking center everywhere. Bring experts to teach them how to repair the truck heads. Even from there, there's guns. Open your own steel mill. Say government they delay. Open your own steel mill. Not be extraction. Open industries we go create. We go produce. Not be industry. We go just say extract. They spoil our environment. The job, what is Nigerian government job is to make sure that all of you think this is okay. All of you think it is fine. Yes, this is how everything is supposed to be. That's the job of the government. Once you understand that, nothing what they do, go they surprise you again. Nothing what they talk, go they surprise you. Because you're gonna say they're trying to normalize the abnormal. This government's job is to do everything but development. There can be no development. I don't tell them that they are ready to modernize. Modernization is okay because modernization make them rich. To modernize is not the same as to develop. To modernize is to develop. Because, to modernize and to develop are two different things. They are happy to modernize because inside modernization, they can be corrupt. Their organ for Europe and America will support them, and in China, because they are selling, that they will come selling all the modernization. What I need to modernize without real development under, no foundation. So what is the money for? What's that money, which problem it really they solve? Which problem it really they solve? Not being somebody can't still kidnap person for Nigeria. Don't want to take in kidney for London, they catch and put them for jail. What can the money really solve? One go thief person kidney. Carry am from Nigeria, cajole the boy, one thief. Omolomo day UK obe. Kidney ribi. So what kind of what is the money for? What problem? What just shall get money? Okay, fine. I accept. Money can give you comfort at a certain level. But after that, and then don't get me wrong. Now listen to this very attentive. Don't get me wrong. You chase money for comfort, or even while you are comfortable, you are actively working to keep others in discomfort. You are chasing money to be comfortable, or are you chasing money that in your comfort you want to keep others in discomfort? Answer me. What are they doing with the money? Is it that they take, because it is one thing to want to be rich, and it is one thing to want to use your rich wealth to make sure that everybody just stay down and poor. Is it really your money? Because I keep asking that question. People that make money from our commonwealth, people that make money from the things that belong to anything that comes from the land and the sky above our land is for all of us. If we give it to some of you to manage for us, does that mean it is yours? If you now draw immense wealth out of those things that belong to all of us for yourself only, is it fair that you use that your position now to make sure that we we, the rest, that have not gotten that benefit of that thing we put you to manage, do not get an opportunity to also be comfortable. That won't be life. That is the job of our government. That is the job of our government. Once you understand these things, then all these politicians, you will see through them like mirror. Not mirror, mirror is reflection. Like glass. You see through them like glass. They'll become transparent. Because people, definitely, all these people don't get people, they tell them truth. They only have all these their worshippers around them. Because if you're not surrounded by your worshippers, certain questions you cannot ask yourself, people must ask you. Come on, what is going on? What is this all about? What is this all about? Because I always repeat that thing. If person buy 10 Rolls Royce, una no go come as I talk say it is stupid. Say Rolls Royce don't hold you mugu. Say you be mugu. Rolls Royce don't defraud you. You don't get sense. How one company go just make you drop 10 money for 10 of their car like that? We know they will not praise. We go praise the person. But if we see somebody where help 10 of your family, if 10 of your family say you go send 10 of your family members children, help 10 of your family. Say if your family call me to say you must help 10 of us. They call say you must help 10 of us. You go say, why did they tell you this one? Why did they tell you that one? Yeah. You be fool if you do it. Why is it that when it comes to wasting, because buying 10 Rolls Royce is waste of money. No matter how you want to put it, having 5 of this expensive car, 3 sports car in your house, is waste. We are just wasting the money. So if it's okay to waste money on all these things, which I'm okay with. So if we have said wasting money is okay, and these questions that they ask, because for me, they're important. If we as African people don't agree that we should be wasting money, it's fine. Why don't we also like to waste it on our people? They say they're not going to show you, they're not going to respect you. Ferrari respect you, Louis Vuitton respect you, they know you before, they are probably racist, they don't even like you. Many of them are racist, but you waste it. So why don't we take that wasting culture and face it inward and just waste money on ourselves? Why don't we just waste it? Because as soon as you tell these same people about education in Africa, they start telling you, if you do it, where the money, where will the profit come from? How will it be viable? How will it pay for itself? That everybody will become economists. Everybody will become scientists of money. Calculation will come outside. When it's time for African healthcare, there's no money. We need to calculate. Because it is also the duty of our government to make us feel like we are not worthy. I come to Europe and America and I see them wasting money. What we call waste on their citizens. They will do things for their people just because their people deserve to have it done for them. For Nigerian, never. For black people anywhere, everybody start thinking of the bottom line, calculating. Everybody will turn to economists. Education of our people is not because of profit. Health for our people is not because of profit. Housing our people is not because of profit. We do it because we must. Because our people deserve it. Anywhere in the world, go and look at their housing, healthcare, everywhere it is not making money. They're not doing it for profit. They complain, but they continue to do it. And the only reason Europeans, they complain now about their healthcare, is because Africans are fooling their country and we're all using it with them. When it was only them using it, they didn't used to complain that it was never making money, or it was a deficit, or this one, that one. So why can't we do the same for ourselves in Africa? Why can't all these big men waste money in their country? Because we've all agreed that it's okay to waste this money. Don't let anybody tell me that rubbish. We've all agreed to waste money, that wasting money is okay. There are even some men that will brag that they are wasting money in strip club. They will say they go to strip club and they spend $100,000. These same men will come outside and complain that the mother of their children is trying to steal their money. That she's asking them for $50,000. That is $50,000. Is a child going to use $50,000? Does a child? Oh God, you just said you spend anyhow on a stripper. Why are you calculating the money that they want to spend on your child? Why do we hate ourselves like this? These politicians have changed us. They've changed us. They have changed us. We don't get any brain again. We think we are them, say. So the way they behave to us, we want to behave that way to each other and think that is some sense. You just agree that you spend 100K on stripper is okay. In fact, you sang a song. You sing them for song. You take and sing. public. Now your own blood is somewhere. The mother, whatever, this is your own child you brought into the world through the womb. 50 bay a month, not in a night. That same one, you spend that 100 in a night. This 50 is for a month. They will put a calculator. Food times 45 times 122. I don't know. I don't know. So it is what we have agreed. My own no one is wrong. If you agree, say we can waste. Let's waste on ourselves too. Let the government waste on the people. Let's encourage the government to loud on us. That's what we want. You will see black people talking, you want welfare, you want government to give you free money. This same person that just told you this, as soon as he tell you this, he finish now. You go call in Godfather. Oh, Baba, I get problem. Oh, my this thing never. In Godfather go dash him $20,000, $50,000, $10,000. But they come out publicly. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, you must decipher that part of the government. And why are you thinking like them? Why do you think that these things that they are telling you is true? All this, their epistemology, the narrative that runs society. Why do you think it is true? Why are you buying into it so much? Because now waiting they stop us now be that. That's the only thing left that is holding Nigerians back from making the right decision. Is that we still put these people as our goals, their hashtag goals. That's why they will tell their children. I say, do you think Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos and Warren Buffett and Bill Gates and Mark Zuckerberg, do you think they don't blow money anyhow? Do you notice they buy things where they stupendous for their children and their girlfriends, but they not born those people where to post them? You must now ask. I say, where they always ask, where Jeff Bezos doing last birthday? I understand in wedding, he bought a whole city for the wedding, but this is where people pass us. After he paid for the city to do the wedding in the whole city, the citizens came out say, you no go do it for you. You know go better for you, Jeff Bezos. They pursue and go one small compound. Where do you hear that these people do their birthday and post it today? Why our own they do those? Why? Think am. Then you say you can't come online, they shame on yourself. Oh, where my bad day? When this one they do this one? Where my bad day? When this one they do? They not give your papa free oil well. That's why. They not give your papa free oil well. They not give them free cement importing license. That's all. That's the difference between your father and these people. Because you cannot show me one thing that these people don't add for our society. Show me one thing, all these our billionaire, where we no go get for Nigeria. If to say all these billionaire no day. If to say they no day for Nigeria. Wetin be the thing where we for no get? Apart from high food price, high petrol price, high house price, high price for everything. What will we lack in Nigeria if none of these men were in Nigeria? What will you lack? Other than hardship, other than suffering, other than shame and disgrace, other than the condescension, the condescension of these people on us, that they even invest me past, empty, they want to condescend. What will we lack just for them to maintain their, right now in Nigeria, just for them to maintain their lawless lifestyle? They increase everybody, that they put us for this suffering, that they thief all Nigeria money. Okay, everybody, let's tight our belt. Now lie, they increase their price of everything where they control. Heartless to the core. So yeah, decide for yourself, why? Ask yourself that question. Look at the things in your life that you have in common with your oppressor and ask yourself, why am I doing the same thing this bastard is doing? Why am I making him comfortable? Why? Anyway, I hope so with this life I don't show na small the job of our government, what it means to be government in Nigeria. Be say make the government no government. That's it. They put them there to make sure that our government, because our ancestors fought for this government, not be their ancestors fight. All of the ancestors now collaborators with oppressed, with colonialists. Yes, now through military, all of them come back through military. Where were they when the people were fighting for the freedom of this country? Where were they? Where were all these people? All of them, where they rule, now all of them were on the side of the colonialists. Now they are trying to steal what the people have fought for. They are controlling it on behalf of their foreign partners and themselves, laughing in our face, looking down on us as fools. Anyway.